and welcome to this episode of Backyard Fitness and Stuff. I'm your host Wyatt, WN, YouTube rapper, YouTube reactor, cosplay nerd, overall enthusiast of a lot of things, HEB employee. This is my variety channel, and that is me. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Today I'm going to show you a couple of very, very cheap tactics I've used to increase my video quality. These are little things I've picked up either from other channels or I thought of on the spot out of like things that I had laying around. They are just things that I've either thrown together or already had in the house, and I have used them to make for a better end result whenever making my videos. So I guess I'll start with the first one. Oh, by the way, I know there are better ways to do this. In all these regards, there are much better ways that you can get the same thing. This is just like, say you're at your house or you're filming something and you need to make it happen. Here are some ways you can make it happen, is all I'm saying. So, first things first, I don't have a camera dolly, but I wanted to get one of those nice, clean, swooping shots, you know. So I actually had some skateboard wheels and trucks and a old wood box that I had a microphone come in one time that was all busted up anyway. So I took the lid of the microphone box and then literally I screwed the trucks in with some screws that I found in my toolbox and put on some of my longboard wheels onto those trucks. And then I gave it a black paint job on top and some red around the edge just to kind of make it look a little bit less like I threw it together with stuff that I found in my closet. But it's a little dolly. Got some of the screws coming up here. If I had some wire cutters or something, which I probably do somewhere, I would trim these off. But it's not really any big deal. Didn't hardly take any time at all, and it actually rolls very smooth, being as they're longboard wheels. What you need now is some type of track, right? It'll still have some bump to it if you're rolling over carpet or your floor isn't exactly right. So I actually have some wire covers that I'd bought from Home Depot a while back that are supposed to be used to hide your wires and make you like put your wires inside of these covers and then stick it up against the wall just to kind of make everything look neat and organized. But I haven't gotten around to using them, so I will lay them on the ground and then roll this on top of it to get that nice smooth shot. Now, it's not going to work quite as good as like other ones you could make where you take two of the wheels and a little piece of angle and then put it on some PVC so you know it's going to stay on the track and you don't need to like focus on is it going to stay on the track. But again, like I said before, I know there are better ways to do these, but it's just ways that I've come up with off the top to figure it out and make it happen. So that's the first one. And I'll show you shots with and without the dolly. And we'll see what type of difference it makes. Next is lighting. Lighting diffuser. So I've seen this multiple places and I wanted to see if it worked. So from where I work at HEB, for $2.97 you could get a frosted shower liner. Now that shower liner is going to work to diffuse the light. Now you can fold it more and more to make the light more diffused or less and less. So whenever you have your light, it has a very directional like point to it, and this helps to fill those empty spaces. And I will show you shots with and without that diffuser. For my next one, another very cheap solution. You can pick these up from Walmart for about $5.97. At least that's what I got them for. They are for 70-watt bulbs. Also, I always suggest using LED bulbs because they're low heat. So if you ever want to like paint them or change the color of them, another very cheap way to change the color of a bulb if you need something on the spot. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. What I'm here to talk about are these very cheap hangers here. They have a little cage around them and a hook, and I got 3 of them. Still spent less than 20 bucks for them, and I already had 70-watt light bulbs. And then that way you can hang them all throughout a room wherever you need to light. And if you go by Goodwill, a lot of times they will have tripods. Now, those tripods are not always going to have the quick release on it. And I know what you're thinking, completely useless without the quick release. Well, not entirely true. Even if it doesn't have the quick release on the top, and you go into a Goodwill and it is without it, you can still use it for now. These you may find super cheap at Goodwill, by the way. It ranging. You may get them for a couple of bucks even, when normally they're like, what, 30, 40, 50 bucks for a working tripod. Now, you might get lucky and it may have the quick release and you can use it for a tripod as well. But if it doesn't have that, another thing that you can use it for, see this handle? I actually use it to hang those cheap yellow lights wherever I want to put them, because you're not always going to have something to hang those lights off. And the beauty of a tripod is you can change the height, you can lower it, you can raise it, you can put it anywhere, and now you have the light exactly where you wanted it. So you have a cheap lighting source, a place to put the light, and a way to diffuse the light. So I hope if you're making videos, maybe some of that may have been a little bit useful or slightly helpful. If you liked that or this or any of this, leave a like. If you dislike that or this, or you hate me, leave a dislike. And comment down below and we'll talk about it. And until next time, backyard fitness and stuff.